Good morning, everyone. And happy... Y'all know what day it is today. I almost said happy Taco Tuesday. But it's not Taco Tuesday, y'all. It's Happy Hump Day. Hump, hump, hump. Yeah. It's the morning. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. So, I woke up about 3:45. Oh my God, my head's just pounding. I've been getting the tumor headaches real bad again lately, and kind of scares me, but oh well, it's what it is. But at least I'm in the perfect place for it. Be interested right now again. Yeah, it's like I was literally just here the first week of March, and now I'm back again. But anyways, yeah. So first off, y'all, I am just so absolutely sorry that I have not been on and have not been doing videos. It has just been crazy. Life is just switched around, everything's changed, and I don't know, I just, it's weird because it's like, when, we knew that my dad was going to pass, and you think, okay, well, we know it's going to pass, so we know what to expect, and we know this is going to change, and this is going to change, and this is, and all that does, but then it's like when it does change, it's just, I mean, I can only speak for me, but, I mean, we knew what the steps were going to be after he passed, what we were going to do, and, as far as everything, but it's like doing that stuff, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I guess I figured because I'm such a routine person, it's OCD in me, that, that after Pops passed away, we would just do the normal, okay, take care of this, handle this, and just keep on going, and it hadn't been that easy, y'all. So, um, I was a caretaker for him. And even though I was on his ass a lot, um, it's just weird not having that. It's like that consumed my waking minutes for the most part, and there were times where I had to stop and remind myself that I'm battling something too because I was so worried about him. And y'all know how frustrated I get with him, y'all know. But it's like, and then when that just ceases overnight, I feel like I'm an empty nester again for the third time. Madison was one, Molly was another, now Pops. But literally, I was thinking about that early this morning, and then I thought, God, I don't know God, what do I feel like? I just feel like something's missing. I'm like, I feel like an empty nester again. But, sometimes you want to be empty nesters. Maybe not this time. Maybe it's different when it's your kids. Sure. But, so I don't know. It's just different, y'all. It's different. And it's like, sometimes throughout the day, it's like I'll miss him so much. And it's so crazy because the things that I miss are the things that I wanted to wring his neck for, And like I'll be doing something in the kitchen. And I'll think, wow, if Pops was here, I'd be getting on him right about now for doing this or not doing this or not taking as much, So it's just different. But we're all doing good though. So despite the tears, I promise we're doing great. We really are. We just miss him, So cranky old bird. But anyway, so yeah. And of course, one of the last things that he made me promise him before he got to where he just wasn't really conscious, was he said, don't ever stop fighting. Promise me that you're going to fight and don't quit. And I promised him that I would. So, and I've been doing it a year now. March 22nd was a year. So, that I've been doing chemo every single day. So, but, anyways, yeah, so that's really a lot of the reason why I haven't been on. And I know, honestly, it'd be better for me to get on and just talk to y'all and share with y'all. And I know, I mean, a lot of y'all we talk outside of YouTube, but that's really what I should have done. But I just, honestly, I didn't. Some days I'm not real sure what to do. So, but, you know, and it's like I just hate it because it's like everything in life is going great, and and I'm so happy, and but it's just one little part that just kind of puts a damper in it. So, but and it's mom's doing real good, so I'm glad. I'm really really glad. She's I was really worried in the very beginning. She could have gone either way, but she's hanging in there, and she's doing good. So, but anyways, so yeah, so okay, so about all that because I hate getting on here and crying. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So, and I don't know if y'all can see my face or not. Of course, it looks so much worse in person, and it looks like 90% better than it has. But like, look, can you see? These are all like raw spots. Okay, look, I don't even know. I can't because look, see, I've got them everywhere. Okay, they were all over. See, here's only like one or two little ones left here. It's finally clearing up. But they think it's my chemo that's doing it. So, and when I first started taking my chemo last March, they told me, one of the things that we've seen with this, because, you have to see an ophthalmologist, a dermatologist, an audiologist, all different parts of you, and they're like, so when I got to dermatology, they were like, okay, so as far as the dermatology end, patients are either, basically, it's kind of no in between, but I'm looking like it's in between for me. They're either not getting this, whatever this is at all, or they're getting it everywhere, like head to toe, inside their mouth. And what it is it's like I said, it's just, it starts out as just like a little dry patch of skin is the best way I know how to describe it. It's not like a pimple or anything, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and then it flakes, and oh my god, it hurts, and it's so dry, and I had them all around the side right here, and if I would just open my mouth, oh my god, it hurt so bad. Like I couldn't take a big bite. So but yeah, so mine are going away now, and it's been about 2, maybe 3 weeks. But anyway, so yeah, uh, but it's annoying because it drives me crazy. And like my skin is usually really good. Of course, I don't wear makeup, so that helps. But yeah, and it's just like, but so I don't know. I personally, I don't think it's chemo. I just don't, because I've been on this for a year now, and they told me that this could happen like before I even started it. They're like, oh, by the way, da da da. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Like, really? And of course, every month when I see the dermatologist, strip down, there's nothing but my panties. And they have that little thing that look all over your body. Luckily, I don't give a damn. But and nothing, no, nothing at all. And so when I noticed this, the first, it did it once, like a month or two ago. Actually, take it back. It's like January maybe. But it was just like 2 little spots on my cheek and one up real high on my head. And so when my dermatologist here at MD Anderson saw it, she said, okay, so where else is it? And I was like, nowhere, just right there, 1, 2, 3. And she was like, you don't have it anywhere else in your body? And I was like, no, because remember, this is like January of this year, so it'd been 9, 10 months since I'd been on chemo, and they told me about it. I mean, warned me in advance. And I said, why? Where else would it be? And she said, well, remember, most patients, patients either don't get it, or people on this chemo don't get it, or they're covered in it. And she said, and they get it in their mouth. And I'm like, ooh. And even now, it's my facial was covered though. Oh my god, it looked like a chicken pox or something. And but it literally, like I got one down here on my chin, my jawline. It was as low as it got. Nothing in my mouth. So thank God. Yes. But yeah. So it's great. But now it's like clearing up. But I mean, of course, I have that prescription ointment stuff that they have me put on it. But it just takes a long time. And then apparently my skin is more sensitive, but in a good way, they say. So, actually, not as damaged as most people.
And so therefore it kind of makes it a little bit more sensitive, and so that can make the healing process a little bit longer. But I find it real hard to believe, y'all, that my skin is not as damaged as other people. I guess they see my age. I don't know who the hell they compare it to. Because, yeah, I'm a sun whore. Sun whore. Just call it like a taco whore, a pizza whore. I'm a sun whore. Yup. Love, 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 love. I mean, hello, y'all know I tan every day, all day. Um, we had a tanning bed in our house, my house. And then when Molly moved out, I let her have the tanning bed. She tans at the same place I do, though, too. She and just a different location. But anyways, so yeah, so you a sun whore if you have a tanning bed in your house. So, but anyways, yeah, and so honestly, that really shocks me because I'm gonna be straight up honest with y'all. I don't use no damn sunscreen. I ain't never used sunscreen. I mean, I've used it before, but probably 10 times in my whole life. I'm like, I don't want that crap. I'm not gonna get tan with it. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So, but even before MD Anderson, I had a dermatologist out at UT Southwestern in Dallas, and I do go to the dermatologist regularly because of the fact that I'm a sun worshiper. So, and oh, I'd probably say about maybe 10 years ago, there were a couple spots, just on different areas of my body that they wanted to. They said, "Well, we're going to watch these just to make sure, you know." And those same spots are still there, and they're still watching them, and nothing's happening. So I'm not that worried about it. But in the event they were to say that looks like pre-skin cancer or skin cancer, I would stop. I really would. I promise I would. But yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. So that I was going, how do I get on tanning my face? That's what started it. Make my money, make it. Hey, hey. But and so yeah, that's about it. So our little like 4 hour drive, 4.5 hour drive down here yesterday was like 7 hours something. I hit one record. I believe it was a fatality. It was an 18-wheeler that had lost its front left driver's side tire, and so it was just sitting on the rim, and it was like in the right lane on the freeway, and stopped. And it stopped. And what I believe was probably a mid-sized SUV at one time. I think for sure it was an SUV. There wasn't much left of it. I smashed into it at probably 75 miles an hour, and so they had the most of that covered up with like a sheet. So usually, which means there's people still in it, and they had the accident scene investigator people out doing videos and stuff, and so yeah, so like 5 lanes of traffic have to come down to one, at lunchtime. Good times, and so I mean I didn't even go 5 miles in over an hour, literally. And at one point, everybody put their cars their cars and trucks in a park. So that was real fun. And then maybe not even an hour after I finally got out of that, onto 45, um, it backs up again, and I noticed that everybody's going off to the right, getting from the left lane. I'm going, what the hell is? I can't see around these big trucks. And we'll come to find out, a Beacon's moving truck, like a tractor trailer, had tipped over. And when it tipped over, the roof of it busted wide open, and somebody's whole house full of furniture was all over our freeway. I mean, from every single lane, busted up. I mean, with a big ass house, there was a lot of furniture. I saw like 3 couches busted up, like 5 beds, everywhere. And so they had dumpsters, trucks with dumpsters on them that they brought out, and then they had those big claws. They were just picking it up off the road. So they made all of us go down and exit down the service road. That was like another hour or so. I was like, God. But anyway, so I just put the music on and rocked out. So let's go, hunting. So, but yeah, it is. It's 5 o'clock. No, 5:05. So I need to get up, get my ass in gear, get in the bath, and appointments today. So, but anyway, so, but I'm so sorry, y'all, for not being on. I really am. Like I said, I thought I knew how to handle all this, but I guess I don't. But I'm doing the best I can. which is a pretty good job. So it's still hard, but so it's like having to readjust to life minus one person. So, anyways, but yeah. So I absolutely promise that I will try to get better about things. So, and and actually, there's no excuse because out here I've been going out and doing stuff, and me and my boy we've been going out everywhere. We went out all weekend this weekend. Went out to eat. To a little like bar club thing and place, and he was like, let's go dance, and I was like, I ain't getting on the dance floor and dancing, boy, no. And he's like, come on, he's a really good dancer. I'm like, no, go ahead, you go find somebody to dance with. I'm not making a damn fool out of myself. No. So and then we went out, was it Saturday, with a bunch of his friends. That was really fun. But especially after a couple of them got a little bit of alcohol in them. Didn't take much. They were characters without the booze. So, of course, I'm not a drinker. But anyways, so yeah, we went all this weekend. Last week, we went to the Dallas Aquarium. We went somewhere else last week. Oh, we went to the movies and dinner, but we do that all the time. So, and we went to the aquarium and somewhere else. So I've been getting out doing all kinds of crap as usual. I just, I don't know. So it's like even though I'm out and about and having a good time, it's like there's part of me that is just still kind of in that funky just funk, I guess. I don't know. But not like not like in a bad way or really necessarily sad way, just different, I guess. So I don't know. But so but at least he's been sweet through it, and helpful. Whatever. Just needed to cry or vent or, whatever. So that's sweet. But anyways, yeah, so that's about that. But I'm going to go for now because this has just been a whole lot of nothing. This has been 17 minutes of a bunch of boring. So coming at you live from the Rotary House Hotel at MD Henderson. Woohoo. Good morning, y'all. Rise and shine cupcakes. Let's go. Get it going. Let's go. Get it up and popping. Your lip gloss is cool. Your lip gloss be popping. Okay, my lip gloss is cool. My lip gloss be popping. I heard that song yesterday. I'll stuck in my freaking head. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'll be back. I love y'all, and I hope y'all are all doing great. And I'm so sorry I've been MIA, and if I've missed anything in y'all's lives, I'm so sorry. Please update me, fill me in, and I'll pull my hand out of my butt and get back in gear. So.